Hello everyone, and welcome to the vlog. It's been a very hectic week. I've managed to get through 2 weeks now of nothing but WoW videos, doing it daily as much as possible. And sometimes it requires late night rendering and upload. Also fixed our internet today, this last week. I've been noticing that there's been a lot of latency, and I think it's due to the fact that Charter had a huge, essentially a huge mega server that's supposed to channel out all the information all over the world for their services on the internet. They had that fry out in the middle of a storm, and I think the connection's actually been really shoddy since then, and I've recently rebooted our router, and things seem to be finally back to normal for our connection. Outside of that, went to some flea markets this week. First thing I found this for $1 for my nephew, so if my sister or my brother-in-law are watching, I first saw that vehicle right there. It looked nice and shiny and cool, nice shiny hubs, green windows, big lizard on the side. But then, I see the Spider-Man and it's like, for $1? Yeah, we're getting this for my nephew. This is like the coolest car that I saw at the flea market. For $12, I picked up Willow for the NES. I hear there might be some discrepancies. The first I've ever heard of it, that people actually remember it kind of fondly. But I've also heard that some people didn't quite like it. I would argue that it doesn't really matter. I have a working copy, which means that I can now emulate it on my computer, and emulation allows me to bypass the one major problem of this game, which is a save system that only works via passwords. I don't know why Capcom thought it was still good to be doing that in a day and age when this is obviously trying to copy Zelda, and Zelda had saves on the cartridges, so doesn't really matter. Emulation is taking care of that issue. And then finally, I think this was only $2, The Abyss. Classic, special edition, I might add. Here comes the truck. A classic sci-fi movie. I remember watching this in my early teens. This was a pretty fun watch, and having a special edition, although slightly more damaged because it's been outside for so long. I don't really care because I have a few other DVDs that have had a little bit of this, something like that. And then flea markets or garage sales or something of the like. But yeah, for $2, a special edition DVD, and it has an in-depth documentary that's almost as long as the movie itself. So yeah, that's the kind of stuff I want on my DVDs. So that'll be fun to watch. So, a topic this week. Many topics to go with this week. There's been all this shooting stuff, just kind of the worst way to go about things. This is not going very well right now. And to be honest, there needs to be some sort of reform, and I have to agree with a lot of people that say that we should. I think the biggest reform we need to do is we need to have stronger background checks, and we need to eliminate some of the weapons that cause too much damage. It's just way too dangerous to allow certain kind of weapons, and we need to be a bit harsher on that. And we also need to be much harsher on our examination of people who carry these things, because obviously some of them have some bloody issues. Outside of that, I'm trying to remember what else was in the news lately, other than the cost of human life, which nobody should be taking on either side. Oh yes, the first reviews have already been coming in unofficially, and unofficially, the new Ghostbusters movie, and again I don't care about trucks, the new Ghostbusters movie sucks. I have to hold back my own personal opinions though until I actually see the movie, to which I will give an official review most likely on Sunday, because I believe the movie is supposed to come out like in the next couple days. I want to say Thursday. I think it's supposed to come out on Thursday. By Sunday, I should have a vlog recorded, and we'll put out the video for it. And that might also be a day that I have to solo Warcraft, depending upon how things go. I also have a special solo character I've been holding in the ranks. My previous solo character, the Troll, started off really well, but then ended up just kind of following the same path as the Orc campaign, more or less. And just working through him, doing side stuff, making leather armor with him. So I got some communication between him and my Orc going on because they both skin animals and they both need leather work done. And my Troll in particular is actually trying to keep his crafting at the same level that he's at right now, which means he's a little bit behind my Orc. My Orc is just caught up to level 20, and now he has to try and push into level 30 stuff, so I've been doing some stuff on the side with him when not recording as well. Other than that, Blood Omen seems to be going pretty good so far. I'll be recording that later in the day when there's less of these trucks going on. And other than that, we're going to finish Blood Omen 2, which is a side story about what transpired in the change to time from Soul Reaver 2. And once Blood Omen 2 is done, we'll go right into Defiance, and we'll wrap up Legacy of Kain. And I think I'll head back to Warcraft 2, because Warcraft 2 is such a better game than Warcraft, and I can't wait to actually show you guys and try to actually work through it without cheats for the first time. That should be interesting. But that's it for right now. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you all later.